In our last video, while we were trying to run an application, we got this error called internal server error, and we couldn't able to really connect with our application. The reason is because what happened is every time you try to connect the application, it is throwing you the error and it says that it's not a very detailed error though. It says like the IIS web core and the notification is unknown and handler is not yet determined, meaning something is wrong with the whole accessibility, availability of our internet information server as well. So as you can see that some of the thing is not being supported by our internet information server. So if you just search for this particular error with the .NET Core in Google, you probably will not get the exact information. Sometimes that will be misleading as well. But the solution for this problem is all you have to do is you're gonna go to the to Google and just search for the .NET Core hosting exe, and you can see there is something called as .NET Core 2.0 hosting exe, and the latest version with the security patch is going to be the 2.0.9, and you can see that this is the maybe you can go to the recommended versions here and go to the .NET Core runtime, and you can see that it is currently downloading for me. So this is the version that we need to really download to have that in our machine. So I have already downloaded that. Probably I can cancel the download which I'm doing currently, and it is available within my downloads folder. So I'm probably gonna start installing it within my machine, and you can see that it is gonna be fixing the issues that we have. So we are installing the Microsoft .NET Core 2.2.5 Windows Server hosting. So this is the one that you need to have for while working with your internet information server with .NET Core. So I'm just going to install that. So without this, you will always see this particular error. So you can see that it's ASP.NET Core module, which is especially for running the .NET Core app within the internet information server. All right, the installation is done successfully. I guess we can directly access the app right now. I'm not pretty sure about that. There you go. Our application is currently up and running, as you can see here. I can directly access this app, which means now our internet information server is enabled with the runtimes that is required for executing our app. So you can see that our application is currently up and running, and we could able to establish a connectivity of the deployment with our release pipeline, and we can see how things are working. So basically with our build, with our release, I could able to drop the artifacts, and also I can install that in the internet information server using the web deploy, and then I could able to see that browser over here. The last and the final step that we need to do is to run our Selenium automation test and see how it actually works. That's the UI testing that we are going to be doing, and you know already that we already have our UI tests in the drop folder, so we can straight away use that and see how things work. So for that, we'll be discussing that in our next video.